Asta here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing highly requested full face of Charlotte Tilbury, and let's just jump straight into this tutorial. So today let's start with our face prep, and for that I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. This is a sample product. I had her full face cream before and it was lovely. It's perfect, especially if you have that drier skin, really moisturizing, and it's great to have underneath your foundation. So I'm just applying that on my whole face. Next, I'm taking Hollywood Flawless Filter. This is in color 3, light medium, and I'm applying this product just on the outer perimeter of my face because I am a little bit oily in the T-zone, so I don't want any more glowiness and shine in that area. So just doing sides of my face and sides of my forehead as well. For foundation today, I'm using the Light Wonder foundation in color 4.5 Fair, and I'm using a soft stippling brush just to get a very light coverage because I want my foundation to be very lightweight and sheer and natural looking. So now that I have my foundation applied, I will be doing concealer, and for underneath the eye concealer I'm using the retoucher pen in color 2 Fair. And because it's my personal one, I'm just going to go straight into underneath the eye area and just conceal any discoloration or blueness that I have there. I'm gonna use my finger to blend it out. I love this concealer. It's super lightweight, it's very comfortable, and for everyday it's absolutely brilliant. Also for little touch-ups. So I'm gonna use the same concealer onto my eyelids as well. So this will act as a prep for my eyeshadows. So next I'm going to set my face slightly with the loose magic powder, and this is in color Fair Medium. So I'm just using a very small eye blending brush and just setting my T-zone. I'm also setting my lids so the concealer wouldn't crease. Make sure to get rid of any creasing if there is any on your lids before setting your eye base. I'm also using the same powder to set the sides of my face where I'm going to use bronzer. I'm not touching the top part here though, I just want to leave it nice and glowy because I'm going to use more cream products there. Next up is bronzer. For bronzer I'm using airbrush bronzer in 2 Medium. Next I'm taking the blusher, and this is the Pinga's Beauty Light Wand, and I'm using my fingers to apply that on the apples of the cheeks and slightly bringing that into my contour. Next, I'm taking Beauty Light Wand highlighter in Spotlight and using my fingers again to apply that on the highest points of my cheeks. Sides of my nose and just above the brow. And just like that we have our face done. And just to finish off, I'm just going to spray some Airbrush Flawless setting spray just to keep everything in place. So now once the face is done, let's move on and do the eyes. For the eyes today, I will be using 2 of her palettes. One is called Dolce Vita and the other one is called Celestial Eyes. If you ever owned a Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadows, nearly in every palette she has a primer color. This is the color she always applies first onto the lid. So this is what I'm gonna do today. I'm using my Dolce Vita palette and I'm taking this color here. And with the big fluffy brush, I'm just setting my base and just applying it onto my eyelid. So this will be my base color. So I only have 2 of her eyeshadow palettes because honestly I have so many other palettes I don't really need anymore. But the only thing is, most of her palettes, not all but most, don't have matte shades in them, especially the quads. So because I need a matte shade for my transition into my crease, I'm going to use her bronzer and just apply it into my crease. And I'm using a big fluffy brush. Your crease is the deepest part of your eye, and this is where we want to concentrate our transition shade and just give our eyes a little bit of depth and definition. So just by doing a back and forth motion, I'm just applying this color into my crease and lightly diffusing it towards my brow bone. This brush is from Penny's, it's the 220 blending brush. So you want to repeat this step a few times just to get that depth of the color. Of course, if you have any other of your eyeshadow palettes, you can use a matte transition shades that are included there, and it's not necessary to use the bronzer. So next I'm taking her Pillow Talk eyeliner. I'm going to draw a wing, and I'm starting where my 2 eyelids meet, the bottom and the top, literally here, and just dragging that towards my temples very slightly. And once I have a little wing, then I can connect it to the lid. I really want to make it thicker on the outer part, and then just apply that very close to the lash line from the center towards the inner part. If you feel that the wing liner don't suit you, or you have very hooded eyes, you can skip the liner and just do a thicker line without a flick on the outer part. Next, I'm taking an angled brush and just slightly smudging that line. And then repeating the same steps on the other side. So now that I have both wings done, I'm going back to the Celestial palette and I'm taking this color here and I'm using the same angled brush. I'm just gonna dip it into the color and apply that over my liner. So I'm just setting my liner in place with this dark color. Next, I'm going back to my lid and I'm taking her Rose Gold Eyes to Mesmerize eyeshadow pot, and I'm using a small flat synthetic brush to apply this cream product into the center of my eyelid, just lightly dabbing that on. Now that I have this nice tacky base for my next eyeshadow, I'm going back into the Celestial palette and I'm taking this nice kind of pinky goldy color. I'm using my finger to apply it. I think it works best when applied with fingers, so I'm just taking some of that color and literally stamp that on the top of the rose gold pot that I just applied. Next, I'm going back with the same bronzer I've used for my crease and just lightly blending the two colors together. Just to make my eyelash line more intense and defined, I'm using her Bedroom Black eye pencil and I'm going to apply that very, very close to the lash line, literally just to darken up the lashes. For my waterline, I'm taking her nude eye pencil. This is the Eye Cheat. Then I'm going back with the Pillow Talk pencil and just applying just a little bit on the bottom part of my eyelashes and smudging this line out a little bit. Then going back to the Bedroom Black and applying that into my waterline, but on the very, very outer part, and again slightly smudging this line out. Then going back to the Dolce Vita palette and I'm taking this first base color that I've used on my lid, and this time I'm using this color for my tear duct area here just to highlight. And then I'm going with my Push Up Lashes mascara and I have her corner lashes and I'm going to apply that off camera. So lashes are on, mascara is on, and now I just want to touch up my underneath the eye area a little bit more. So I'm just reapplying my concealer and using a blending brush to blend it out. So one last thing to do is my lips, and for the lips I'm using the Iconic Nude Lip Pencil. For lipsticks today I'm using Kim KW. And just to finish up my lips, I'm taking the Pillow Talk lip gloss. And just to set everything in place, I'm going to use the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. And here is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you tried to recreate it. As you can see, it was super simple. You don't need many products, you don't need many brushes, and these colors that I've used are easily changeable. You can change it to golds and browns instead of pinks. You can change the lip color to red. It's all up to you. I just wanted to show you what you can do with Charlotte Tilbury products, and it's only a base, but you can have fun with makeup, so you can experiment and change things around. So as always, I'm saying thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, make sure to press the thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you all next week.